I fell in love with the IFL last year as I continued to learn more and more about it. While the Arena Football League was floundering with controversy after controversy, the IFL seemed to be on the rise, with teams rumored to jump from the AFL to the IFL. It was going to be really hard to mess up the growth trajectory the league was on, but by golly, they did it. They just made the stupidest decision ever that could cause everything to come crashing down. But before we get into this, if you enjoy football content like this, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Also, let me know who your favorite IFL team is in the comment section below, and how you feel about the news that just broke. I thought we would take a break from covering March Madness to check up on what is going on with the IFL and the major controversial decision they made this week. For the longest time, the Indoor Football League would be broadcasting their games on YouTube, which I thought was amazing. I even said back in my AFL video last year, this. But will they be able to compete with the UFL and IFL for talent? That remains the question. They'll also be airing some games on arenafootball.live, but not all games were available, as well as games on the NFL Network and on Fubo TV, which I think it is a mistake not following a streaming model like the IFL, which could have been better. If they streamed on YouTube like the IFL does, I think they would have more stable streams and could have discovery through the algorithm. It isn't even known by many that the AFL returned. Broadcasting on YouTube was great because it allowed the games to show up in people's YouTube feeds and could have led to additional viewers to the games, at no cost and no real extra effort besides just going to YouTube, which fans were already on when they discovered the league. It was a perfect way to bring in new fans. The risk factor of checking out the league was that if you didn't enjoy it, you just continued to scroll on YouTube, with maybe losing just 5 minutes of your day checking this alternate football league out. You also had access to every game dating back to years, where you could catch up with the league and become a hardcore fan. The league could earn ad revenue from YouTube on top of their sponsorship deals and commercials they would play throughout the game, while also being a part of the biggest search engine in the world, with YouTube being owned by Google. It was a golden way to catch the attention of new fans. Things were going great as the league was also the longest continuous indoor football league as well. Things looked to be on the up and up, as the league seemed passionate about making their game and broadcast better, and announced they were teaming up with Snipback to transform the coverage and analysis for the games. Snipback is a cutting-edge sports technology company, and together they plan to revolutionize the filming, coverage, and analysis of the league play. This collaboration would enhance the fan experience, improve officiating, and provide coaches and analysts with unparalleled insight into the game's performance. Snipback would also allow them to have real-time live stats, manual game charting, instant replay, piloted cameras, and AI-driven end zone cameras. They said these innovations will set a new standard for indoor football coverage. Things seemed great with the league kicking off on Friday, March 21st. I was actually getting ready to make another video on the league to get fans ready for the start of the season. But then I saw on social media that the league was making the dumbest decision ever just 8 days before the start of the season. On March 13th, the IFL would announce they were teaming up with Visac, an AI-enabled fan engagement platform for sports and entertainment, to launch the IFL network. Cool, great, that is awesome for the league. Until you dive deeper into everything. To access the IFL network, you either needed to pay $30 a year or $9.99 a month to watch the games, where you would get 2 logins per account. Cool, awesome. So what do you get for that $30 a year? A 30-day free trial, which is nice in case you hate it, watch all the regular season games live and on demand, access to IFL archive games from previous seasons, clip highlights to tag, share, and download, live rewinds with the live DVR, and watch live and on-demand games on the IFL network apps. So you're telling me for $30, I get to watch everything I used to get for free on YouTube with no innovation through the app. Everything they offered behind a paywall was everything that was on their YouTube channel for free for so long. IFL Commissioner Todd Tryon spoke on the move, saying, "We're excited to team up with Visac and Dolby to launch the IFL network, a game changer for our league and our fans. As we continue to up our standards in production and broadcast, this partnership allows us to bring every heart-pounding moment of our 17th season to a broader audience, while providing a premium interactive experience that sets us apart from the world of indoor football. The best part of it all is, they cleared everything off their YouTube channel with over 48,000 subscribers, except for 5 videos. Now, before you get into the comments calling me broke or making fun of me for complaining about $30 a year, let me explain my issues with it. Like I mentioned before, the only things you are offering on the network are things they had for free on YouTube for the past few years. On top of that, you are now asking your fans to spend money on another streaming service in a time where everyone is struggling financially and everything gets more and more expensive, with on average Americans paying $61 per month on streaming services as of 2024, which was up 27% from 2023. According to Variety, just over one-third, 36% of those surveyed said the content available on streaming video services is not worth the price. Nearly half of the respondents said they would cancel their favorite subscription service if monthly prices went up by as little as $5 per month. So as a niche football league, you are hoping people will either add to their already expensive streaming subscriptions or choose your network over those services with more to offer. When you look at other sports streaming services like F1 streaming service, on top of allowing you to watch the races, they offer different documentaries, multiple camera views for the race, and allow you to watch support races as well that you can't get on live TV. The Premier League can't even figure out a workable streaming service, as it reported that they need 12 million UK subscribers paying £20 a month to just justify launching it. That would replace its television deals, but that is still asking a lot for the biggest soccer league in the world. When the French Ligue 1 tried to get a streaming service off the ground, it failed miserably. The WWE, on the other hand, decided to move away from running their own streaming service and instead made a deal with Netflix and Peacock. If a streaming service network doesn't work out for the sports giants, what makes the IFL think their streaming service will work out? The IFL YouTube channel had done 7 million views before they deleted everything, and let's say over their 12-year channel history, they did the same viewership every year, and that made $6 per thousand views, which with a 2-hour plus game is most likely higher than that. They would have made at least $3,500 a year on ad revenue as a low estimate. To make up that $3,500, they would need about 120 people to subscribe to their $30 a year model if they're receiving all the money from the streaming service and not splitting it. Most likely, they will hit that mark, but I don't see a ton of people flocking to the service. The fan response with the announcement of the network by people was not positive, with 99% of the comments on the post being extremely negative and saying the league basically lost a fan. That is your hardcore fan base too, who follows you on Twitter and through your website. A lot of it too was just pure disappointment by the fans as well, who were excited for this upcoming season. I hope this decision works out for the league and leads to better production, more stable streams, and higher salaries for players to bring in better talent, but I don't think that will be the case. Announcing this 8 days before kickoff is also a sort of FU to the fans. There's nothing on the YouTube channel talking about this, just a link to the network in their About page. There are no articles besides the league's own article and the social media post, meaning a lot of people are going to be surprised next Friday when they try to check out a game or two on YouTube. Also, from what I was reading, the company the IFL is working with to produce these games does not have a great track record either, apparently. The IFL is seemingly making the worst decision it could make right now and is getting in the way of their own success going forward. They are losing the reach and exposure from YouTube, are charging their fans more money, and are burning bridges rather than building them as a niche sports product. I hope I am wrong about all this, and people can come back on this video and call me stupid for this take, but I just don't see that being the case. This may be the beginning of the downfall of the IFL, and could lead a lasting repercussion for indoor football leagues in general. What do you think? Will you be paying for the IFL network? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out one of my other videos YouTube thinks you will love right here. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, remember to embrace the grind.